Did last time.
The Western Conference Semifinals, Game 3. The Spurs.
Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of this Western Conference Semifinal. We'll be bringing you another... So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And that one drops.
McDaniels saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
Outside, Fox. Inside, it's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
The general passes to Vassell. Here's Sohan. A pass to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the general. Tries yet again. And he lays it up and in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Both loose. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the general. That's his first foul. Here's Randle. Six to shoot. Over Sohan. Tries again. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Big guys know it's going to get physical inside, so Gobert was ready for the action.
And so he makes both from the line. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Pass to Sohan. Hits it from three-point range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
McDaniels with the ball. Randle from outside. That shot off.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
And stolen by Wembanyama. Spurs working the ball around now. Wembanyama, a screen on DiVincenzo. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Victor Wembanyama, number 1. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Vassell. Here's the general. Edwards defending. Here's the general. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball. They're able to help him close this gap.
Here's Randall. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Now DiVincenzo hands it from downtown.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. And not give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Spurs trail by 12. On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Steven Adams is out there with Clark. Then there's Edwards. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Alexander Walker. In at the 3, the small forward. Champagnie passes to Paul. Here's the general from outside the arc. Rebound by Alexander Walker. Pass to Clark. Here's Adams. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Adams sets the pick for McConnell to the inside. And Adams with the basket on the assist by McConnell. Adams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Pass to Champagnie. Here's the general. Edwards defending. Here's the general. Lets it go from deep. Shot by Champagnie, no good. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the general, in his last time out against the Timberwolves, delivered. He ended up with 8 points and did a great job of finding his open teammates over and over again. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness Greg he showed the other night, we'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
You know, I'm curious, guys, to see whether the defense plays him straight up, plays him honestly, or do they deny him, trap him, whatever they can do to force the ball out of his hands. We'll see.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Fox comes in for Paul. Gobert down low. Defended by Wembanyama. Here's McConnell. A three-pointer off the mark. Spurs trail by 14. Down low. It's stolen by Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here's McConnell. And it's good. 2 points.
Getting the ball to somebody ready to stroke it. Selfless play by Edwards there.
It's stolen. And now the Timberwolves on the break. McConnell passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
The general passes to Wembanyama. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Some changes here. The Minnesota Timberwolves holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this.
It's one-sided on the scoreboard. Also in the rebounding column. They're hammering on these guys. This is how you blow a team out.
Taking a look at the Spurs in this series. In good position in the series, but not. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Nice game. Great performance by Dante DiVincenzo.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The general is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. And the Spurs with possession. Here's the general. He's got 5. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. He can't get that one to fall.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The offensive rebound. No good with the layup.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half. Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. No good on the second free throw. Minnesota leading by 21. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A superstar-level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
And the second free throw, good. And for the Spurs, they're shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. DiVincenzo against Fox. A 3-ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The Generals got a pair of threes now here in the third for San Antonio. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. And here is DiVincenzo. 10 points for him. Pass to Edwards. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And Fox has it in the corner. No good with the triple.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
It's good.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
The General hits the target from 18 feet. The General's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And since he entered the league, Vassell's playmaking has really come a long way. He is a solid creator.
Shoots from 12. Back to DiVincenzo. It's good from long range. DiVincenzo's got 13 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Pass to Randall. Randall is doubled. Fires for 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the General. Cranes it from beyond the arc. 14 points for him.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. McDaniels with the ball. Sohan's there. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got his 3rd basket of the night. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got T.J. McConnell. He's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Clark is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Minot in at the 4 spot. McConnell passes to Clark. Now here's Adams. Timberwolves passing it around. Now Alexander-Walker. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. And Wesley pulls it down.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Pass to Minot. To the middle. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. And the layup's good off the glass. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Down low.
Number 16, shooting 2.
That free throw missing. The Spurs making a switch here. Fox is checked in. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the Jennings. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. Back to Alexander-Walker. Yes, that goes in. Alexander-Walker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Clark, he's checked in for Dillingham. And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points.
Third personal foul. Second.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the Timberwolves, T.J. McConnell.
And both free throws good for McConnell. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this is a pretty decisive victory. They take the lead in the series 2-1.
Yeah, game 3s are very important. If they can keep this sort of confidence going into game 4, boy, they are going to be tough to beat.
And given how well he shoots it from the line, this is not a good foul. Got to avoid that at all costs.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Alexander-Walker. So he gets them both. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
A rebound by the Spurs. Here's the general out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. There's 48 seconds left in the 4th. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the general. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line. The first one falls.
T.J. McConnell taking 2 shots.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Here's the general. San Antonio again missing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the general. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus, and we'll have to go to the line for 2.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such...
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of the series...
Could have used you out there longer tonight.
That loss wasn't enough. Let's get this one, and we're good to go.
Shake off that loss. Tonight is a new one.
Game 4 of... We have arrived at Game 4. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McConnell in at the point. And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Fox. Soft touch off the glass.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league, he is so much more physical.
Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Drains the triple.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
On offense, here is San Antonio. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for San Antonio. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Gobert, no good. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Vassell against McDaniels. Vassell can't get it to go.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
McConnell finds Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's the general. Wembanyama, screen on McConnell. The general, no good. Now here's Randle. He's covered by O'Neal. Randle, good.
Letting Randle get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
Pass to Vassell. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night here.
First team foul.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Randle outside. Back to McConnell. Pass to Edwards. To the left side wing. Here's Randle. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
To the inside. Here's the general. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. The General's got 5 points.
One way to beat good defense, use that double clutch.
And Minnesota with possession here. 4-point game. And Chris Finch has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset.
San Antonio Spurs. We've got Chris Paul. Royce O'Neal is out there with Wembanyama. And it's the General in at the 2. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Timberwolves trail by 9. Alexander Walker, the pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
DiVincenzo against Paul. Inside, the General. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. On the wing, Alexander Walker. No good with the triple. San Antonio leading by 6. Paul passes to the General. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
You have to be accurate there. Very little room for error passing on the interior.
The open shot by Edwards. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, Edwards rarely passes on a chance to get his team points. He loves making an offensive impact.
To the middle. Here's the General. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Edwards has got 4 rebounds in the game.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the General, their last time out against the Timberwolves, had a nice performance. He had 14 points, and his range was on full display. He and his team are really clicking right now, and you'd love to see that momentum carry them through the rest of the year. Guys?
Yeah, got it. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
Oh, I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult.
Vassell, he's checked in for Champagny. The 3 from Wembanyama. Ooh, Wembanyama, just too good.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama. A big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Back to Adams. Up top, Edwards. Wide open look. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside. Spurs lead by 6. Paul taking his time here. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Vassell. DiVincenzo with the steal. Fast break, here we go. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far. That'll do it for the first half. San Antonio on top, up by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center and get ready for the fan.
Hello and welcome. And here in Game 4,
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
that depth, taking a look at the Spurs. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. Boy, you got to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position. The 11-footer. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Assist goes to Anthony Edwards.
Spurs lead by 12. Fox outside. Out to the wing. Here's the general. Edwards pulls it in. Edwards has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my. Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Pass to Vassell. Outside O'Neal, down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And the Spurs making a change here. Paul's checked in. Spurs on D. And here's McConnell. Pass to Randle. Here's the 3. Yes. And it's McConnell with the assist that time. McConnell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Yeah, as a shooter, Randle can be practically automatic. He gets the ball and immediately has a shot cooking.
And the general gets it to go.
Good, solid start to the half, hitting 3 out of 4.
Outside Edwards. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. San Antonio leading by 12. Vassell outside. To the paint. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Count it. Randall's got 5 points now this quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Some of the most impressive shooters in the game. Here are the guys who have been hitting with consistency from outside the arc. Devin Vassell on top. Here's Paul. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Vassell. And there's the screen. Clock at 6. Back to Paul. A shot from the mid-range. And he gets it to go off the front iron. The General's got 11.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
Nice shot by DiVincenzo.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. Such a wide open look. Vassell's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
More comfortable in these moments. Vassell wants the ball as much as possible.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Paul. Out to the right wing. Here's the general. Tries again. And Gobert with a block.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Over to the left wing. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the triple. Vassell can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 10. Out to DiVincenzo. Randall inside. He's covered by O'Neal. Here's the general. 11 points in the game.
Great opportunity. Just couldn't complete the play.
And you have to feel for him. That's the kind of miss that will stick with you for a little bit.
And so it's San Antonio up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent...
Group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Adams. Randall comes in for Clark. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for DiVincenzo. They've got Royce O'Neal. Also Devin Vassell out there. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Wembanyama. And it's the general in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Vassell passes to the general. And here's Fox. Over Edwards. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
The mid-range jumper is a valuable weapon for Fox because defenses don't always expect it.
Now here's Edwards. Not a lot of room. Can't hit that one.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
The general, no good. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Randall over Wembanyama, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
And over the years, Randall has stepped up his role, an assertive scorer and a natural leader.
And Randall drops them both. Spurs lead by 12. 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Vassell outside, launches it, connects from downtown.
And with time running down here in Game 4, we've got to give credit to what a terrific performance it's been for the Spurs.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And this evens up the series at 2 games apiece. They came in and did what they had to do. Now locations will change again.
And this puts them in a great position. Going forward, they just need to stick to what they do best.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for De'Aaron Fox.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Here's the general. Edwards pulls it in.
Spurs foul. Number 16. Second personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike.
Couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. San Antonio again can't hit. And here's Minnesota now. Down by 12. DiVincenzo driving. And the powerful one-handed slam. Here's the general. Knocks down the 18-footer.
One of the best passers of all time. Paul relishes setting the pace and finding his open teammates.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. A huge victory for them, knotting this series to 2.
We've got ourselves a series, folks. Neither team with much of an advantage. It's a tight one.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad.
Great win tonight, MP. That's a great win. Now, forget it. Fans we've seen yet. Make sure you just support. Let's ride that hot hand to another W, baby.
Sports welcomes you to NBA Game 5 of the Western and the starting group for the Spurs. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The general is out there with Fox, and it's Vassell in at the 3. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Give him an inch of room.
Here's the general. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Randle a screen on Fox, and here's Edwards from the arc. Outside, Fox. Shoots. Rebound, Minnesota. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Pass to Vassell. The three. Nailed from three-point land.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Edwards passes to Randall. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Here's the general. Vassell outside. Lock at 6. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumpers. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
Edwards looking it over. DiVincenzo finds Randall. Oh, here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Fox. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, at pick-and-roll action, Anthony Edwards is thinking score first. Good decision right there.
Outside, Fox. Here's the general. Pass to Wembanyama. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Vassell. Drills it from outside.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's the general. Fires the three. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 9.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Next to Gobert. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
The general can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 6. Edwards drives in. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Adams, he's checked in for... San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Wembanyama. Ball out there with the general. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 4.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Now, here's McConnell. Adams sets the pick for Miller. A putback, and it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. The general. Good. The general's got the lead up to 6 now for San Antonio.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
Miller outside. Adams sets the pick for Miller. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Clark is checked in for the Timberwolves. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Chris Paul. We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Another miss by Minnesota.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Vassell outside. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 6. Now, Alexander Walker. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Alexander Walker's got his second basket. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the General, in his last time out against the Timberwolves, put together a nice evening. He scored 13 points, and he did a good job to dish out a few assists to his teammates as well. This team is playing really well right now. They're playing for each other and working hard to get every win. And Kevin, they'll want to keep it going tonight.
All right, David. Greg, we'll see if tonight follows suit. I'm sure he's looking forward to the challenge.
I think he'll be ready. He's in a groove. The confidence is insane. Boy, it's a good place to be.
No doubt. He is locked in, seems so comfortable with where his game is at. Boy, has he been fun to watch.
Spurs leading by 7. And here is Fox. Nothing on the board. Here's the General. 6 to shoot. Here's Vassell. And it's San Antonio with another.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
McConnell with it. Outside Edwards. And it's Vassell with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Minnesota make it. So it's San Antonio with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
In Game 5.
They know they don't have to keep shooting threes, right? When you're this cold, you just can't keep tossing them.
Seeing how things are shaking. And that's all for us. Now.
So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Vassell.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall. And it's DiVincenzo in the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And that one falls for Vassell.
You watch Vassell, he's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
That's to Gobert. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with. Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Randall dishes to Gobert. Pass to DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The shot's good. Edwards got his third bucket of the night.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Out to the wing. Here's the General. Misses the three. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting in this game 45%. And finished off by Edwards. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the General. He's got 8. Pass to Vassell. That three off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 20. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Edwards with another miss. Here's the general. He's defended by Randall. Here's Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Here's the general. Pass to Vassell. Fires from 14. Jump shot is good that time. The general's got 10 points.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Timberwolves trail by 20. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Wide open shot is on the money. 12 points for him.
Anthony Edwards has proven to be capable from any spot on the floor. That time he hit you with a three-point shot. Okay.
San Antonio leading by 13. On the floor for San Antonio, Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. Castle is out there with the general, and it's Vassell in at the 3 slot.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Outside Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Rocket 2 shoots it up. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's the general. Pass to Wembanyama. Tries from 16. He shoots again. He lays it in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 17-point game. Clark with a wide-open look. Off target with his 3. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's the general. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Spurs lead by 19. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Edwards. There's the triple. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And you know what? He's shaken off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Wembanyama, a screen on McConnell. Vassell left side. Here's the general. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 16. Knocks it loose. And now Wembanyama pushing it up with no one back to stop him. The general. Good. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Something else that they've had working for them is attacking the offensive glass. Boy, taking advantage and creating second chance points. Impressive.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Randall comes in for Clark. McDaniels, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for T.J. McConnell. DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Vassell. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Here's the general. Pass to Vassell. Here's the general. And rebounded by McDaniels.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Gobert with it. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Gobert with a screen on Fox. Shot clock at 5. Edwards passes to Gobert. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And guys, that's just about going to do it here for Game 5. Always pivotal. And now we look ahead to a critical Game 6. But a huge win tonight.
.115 left in the game. Wembanyama, a screen on Edwards. Pass to Wembanyama. Up top, Randall. Defended by Wembanyama. Tries from 10. Randall no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. The general, good.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Randall kicks to Edwards. Low block shot. Good on the jump shot.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Here's the general. Edwards defending. The general passes to Vassell. Wembanyama, a screen on Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-in.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Got to win this game tonight and close these guys out. Get ready to light it up tonight.
It's Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinal.
Welcome, everyone. And the Spurs start out with the ball. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Here's the general. And yep, it's good. Here is DiVincenzo. Pass to Randle. Back to DiVincenzo. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
The general passes to Wembanyama. Here's the general. Fires the 3. Randle pulls down the board. The teardrop. Rebounded by the Spurs.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And the Timberwolves with possession. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. The general passes to Vassell. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
What a response from Vassell. Coming right back with the 3 of his own.
Outside McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. Vassell with the rebound. San Antonio has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Sohan. And he jams it home with authority.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Randle. Back to Edwards. Wide open. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
The general. The shot no good. The Timberwolves trail. DiVincenzo with it. Fox picks him up. DiVincenzo. Pass to McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Fox. Sohan outside. Here's the pick. Cans it with nobody near him. Sohan's gotten his second bucket of the game. Timberwolves trail by 4. Randle outside to end the run. And he lays it in.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randle, he usually gets the best of it.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. A line change here for San Antonio.
Foot on the gas, MP. Get in there.
Well, the Timberwolves shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. On the court for the Timberwolves. Second quarter underway. Edwards out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Clark in it to 4. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. To the middle. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be a second foul of the game. Pass to Fox.
Great defense, and this is what many people are saying. Anthony Edwards may be the best two-way player in the league.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Minnesota is shooting their first free throws of this game. And he knocks down the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general their last time out against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He contributed 20 points and created for his teammates, finding them in their favorite spots. An incredible effort from him in Game 5 made all of the difference. Guys, they need more of that tonight.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Alexander Walker with it. Now guarded by Sohan. Just 2 to shoot. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. San Antonio leading by 3. Outside for Wembanyama. Fox outside. Here's the general. Wembanyama, screen on Edwards. The general. Off target from 3-point range. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now here's Edwards. To the inside. Here's Adams. Hits the jump hook. Adams has got his first points of the game. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. Devin Vassell, he's checked in for Champagny. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo comes in for Clark. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Lets it go from 14. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Vassell with it. To the paint. The general, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going... So it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back.
And welcome to halftime of games.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you.
Taking a look at the Spurs in this series. Thanks, as always.
Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. One of the stories here, Julius Randle. He is getting it done today.
Yeah, we had a feeling he'd step up in this one. So far, playing at the top of his game when they really need him.
Yeah, kind of what you expect from a guy of his caliber. Don't be surprised if his second half is just as good.
Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Devin Vassell, and it's the general in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Stolen by Vassell. Pass to the general. Sohan outside. Here's the general. Shot clock at 5. Misses the 3.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And if you're just joining us, we played just over a minute here in the third. San Antonio again can't hit.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Here's DiVincenzo. Good work defensively by Fox. Spurs trail by 19. Here's the general. Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell with it. Beyond the arc. On target from range. Vassell's got 6.
Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
Outside Edwards. Yes, it's good. Give him 8 points now.
Well, right there, Edwards uses the screen to create the space he needs.
Here's the general. Wembanyama screen. Inside, and stolen by Gobert. Edwards with it, now guarded by Sohan. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
And the Spurs with some changes. O'Neal comes in for Sohan. And it's Champagnie in for Vassell. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
The Timberwolves lead by 16. Here's Edwards. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Fox, the pass to the general. Wembanyama, screen on Edwards. Pass to Wembanyama. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum.
Minnesota's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. T.J. McConnell is out there with Edwards. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Clark in at the 4.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set. But what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And the Spurs making a change here. Fox is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Spurs trail by 17. Here's the general. Floats one. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Vassell with the rebound. The general passes to Wembanyama. On the wing, Vassell takes the 3, gets the 3 to fall.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Pass to Edwards. Fires for 3. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. McConnell's got his 7th assist here tonight. Here's the general. He's marked by McConnell. The general passes to Fox. Ooh, nice work inside by Fox.
After a poor offensive first half, some nice adjustments made by this staff, and their shooting percentage is climbing.
McConnell against Fox. Clark outside. Here's Edwards. And the layup falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Well, it might not be fair, but most nights we expect Edwards to put up big scoring numbers. That's what you ask of your stars.
The general passes to Vassell. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only one in the first, 3 since the break.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. And Minnesota will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Adams. Randall comes in for Clark. McDaniels is checked in for Alexander Walker. And it's DiVincenzo in for McConnell. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told us, guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Vassell. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Minnesota leading by 13. Outside McDaniels. Edwards can't hit.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Here's the general. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Here's the general. Pass to Vassell from the arc. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama effortless inside.
Yeah, terrific follow-through for Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Vassell. From 9 feet, Edwards gets the bucket. Edwards has got 21 points in the game.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
The 3 from Wembanyama. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside McDaniels. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Timberwolves lead by 15. The Spurs have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth.
And what an effort to pull off Game 6. Things are looking rosy right now for the Timberwolves.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
This series has already been such a nail-biter, and now they've managed to force a Game 7. You have to applaud the grit they showed out there tonight.
Yeah, they really proved they're in this to win it all. And now they've got a little bit of forward momentum on their side. It should be a very entertaining.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. They're able to force a winner-take-all Game 7. They stave off elimination, and anyone can win this series now.
Best teams lose at least 10 games a year.
Just let it go. Focus on the next game. This is it. Game 7. Legends are born on these.
This is the one tonight. Winner takes all.
Game 7, Western Conference Semi.
Here it is, folks. Game 7 of the Western Conference semifinal. And it's San Antonio to start out. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The general is out there with Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. The general nails the 16-footer.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
DiVincenzo kicks to Gobert. Randall surveying the D. Just 5 on the clock. And he lays it straight in.
And the defense cannot underestimate Randall's strength. Pushes right through the contact and gets the shot.
About 1 minute into the first. And here is Fox with the shot. The general can't get it to go. Now DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. The 11-footer buries the jump shot.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Releases. Rebound, Minnesota. Came out on top in their last match on Wednesday.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's Randall, top of the key. Sinks the three-pointer. Randall's got 5.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The general passes to Vassell. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And now Vassell knocking down a 3 of his own.
Randall finds DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Randall. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The general. Good. The general's got his second bucket tonight.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
There's a minute 47 left in the first quarter of the game. Randall can't get that one to fall.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
From downtown, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
DiVincenzo passes to Gobert. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Gobert against Wembanyama. Randall outside. Can they get it? Randall can't get that one to fall. Spurs leading by 3. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Dante DiVincenzo. There's 53 seconds left in the first. McConnell passes to Clark. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Clark. Shot clock at 6. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Castle. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the shot falls short this time.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Pass to Castle. Back to Paul. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so the first quarter is in the books. Spurs out in front as they go on a 10-0 run to end the period. And we'll get it. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports. The score, so San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The Spurs have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Naz Reid out there with Steven Adams. And it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Edwards in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. McConnell scanning the floor. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's the general. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now, here's McConnell. He's guarded closely. Stolen. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Edwards. Here's Adams. Lays it up and banks it in. Adams has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it last. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for T.J. McConnell. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Vassell's checked in. The kick out to Fox. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And Fox gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 1. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Gobert, the screen. And stolen by Wembanyama. Pass to the general. Right at the free throw line. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now it's a 3-point Spurs lead. Edwards looking it over. Goes up to the stripe. Edwards getting the close range two.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Wembanyama, a screen on Edwards. The general passes to Wembanyama. Here's the general. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's DiVincenzo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Boy, the upside DiVincenzo has is obvious. I mean, now it's up to him to continue working on his game and keep getting better.
Minnesota making some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Edwards. San Antonio also making some changes. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. And Kelvin Johnson subbed in for Sohan. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot. 6 points for Devin Vassell.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And here's Gobert. Randle outside. There's the three. Connects from three-point range. Randle's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And he's got his first. That'll do it for the first half. Game time. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Game 7 could.
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks, keep feeding the beast. Yeah, some of it's approach.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. So far in this series, they've shown they can get the better of this team, but all tied up. Thanks for spending halftime.
And we're back courtside at Game 7 as this series comes to a head. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
And with all the pressure he must have felt coming into this one, it didn't faze him one bit. Fantastic start.
Yeah, you know, I think he relishes the pressure, especially in a big game like this one. He really eats that stuff up.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there at the general, and it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward.
It's always fun when you get ahead of the play like McDaniels did there to finish off the break.
Here's the general. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. The general's got 13.
He really got good position. Can't let him have the ball that deep.
Here's Randle. Second chance shot. Rebounded by the Spurs. They set the pick. The general passes to Vassell. The layup off target. Timberwolves have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of Milwaukee with the break. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The endless reach of Gobert. Those long arms sometimes seems like he's everywhere. An overwhelming presence on the offensive line.
And Wembanyama outside. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Randall against Fox. Outside Edwards. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Tough guy to stop when he gets it rolling. Edwards always trying to gain momentum.
DiVincenzo against Fox. The general. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. Now, here's McDaniels. Bangs home the trifecta. He has 7.
McDaniels with the big answer.
Spurs trail by 4. Fox flipping it over. Inside, here's the general. Pass to Vassell. Spurs working the ball around now. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Can't hit from in close. Vassell with it. Picked up by Edwards. There's 1:59 left in the third quarter. Here's Sohan. Lays it up off the glass. Sohan's got his second bucket of the night.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
DiVincenzo against Fox. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. Randall from outside. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Wembanyama, a screen on it. The general passes to Wembanyama. No good. That would have tied it. Minnesota in the lead. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Edwards going all the way.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles. Substitutes here for the Timberwolves. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Joe Ingles. They've got Adams. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's McConnell in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Alexander-Walker finds Adams. Now here's Reid. Covered by Vassell. And Paul over to help. Shot clock at 2. Here's Alexander-Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's the general. Edwards defending. Wembanyama, a screen on Edwards. Vassell outside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Minnesota. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for the Spurs. Timberwolves leading by 6. Up top, Edwards. Misses in close.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's the general, defended by Alexander-Walker. Here's the general. It's hauled in by Adams. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Spurs trail by 6. Fox with it. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Alexander-Walker passes to Adams. Adams sets the pick for Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Vassell, no good.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Edwards flashing inside.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
DiVincenzo against Fox. Here's the general. And a miss there on the triple. Timberwolves leading by 9. To the paint. Edwards making a statement.
And, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Here's the general. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. To the inside. Vassell, the pass to the general. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams is... Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the general. That's foul number 2 for him. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Julius Randle comes in for Naz Reid. And it's McDaniels in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Randle kicks to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from 14. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 11. The general passes to Fox. Here's the general. And the 3 off target.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall. And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Timberwolves.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And for a series that went the distance, you have to admire how they were able to close it out here as the time winds down.
Yeah, well, you never know going into a Game 7 like this who is going to rise to the occasion. I think they showed they had exactly what was needed, that extra grit and grind to fight for the win, fight for the series, and congratulations are definitely in order.
And watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Anthony Edwards.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
And Minnesota has possession. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
3 from the inbound. Hins the 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Timberwolves win the series, and they will move on. They took the long road to get here, but they've done it. They're moving on to the conference finals, Greg, after a thrilling 7-game series and a win here in round 2.
That's okay. There's always next time. It's okay. They wanted it more.
Man, tough end to the season, bro. There's always next year.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Just got to keep working to come back stronger.
Yeah, you're right. Speaking of that, I wanted to talk to you about off-season. Okay, I know you got a lot of options, and I just wanted to pick your brain a little bit, see what you're going to do in your free time.
I'm all ears, man.
Okay, great. So I know you got the whole training regimen in place, right? But not every day is spoken for. So the way I see it is you got 3 things that I think can help you up your game.
And those are?
FIBA qualifying, open runs with NBA guys, and even more focused training on your own. Okay, you want me to unpack that for you?
Yeah, but if you don't mind, keep it quick. You know what I mean? I got a date tonight.
Oh, okay, I see. Well,
yeah.
I promise I'll keep this short and sweet, all right?
Appreciate it.
So obviously, you know you've got an open invite.
All right, look, FIBA's important to me. I want to make sure that I have the best team possible when we're playing for gold in a few years. So I want to do the qualifier.
Great. Well, I'll let them know, and I'll make sure to get you that list of guys so you can get it to the squad ASAP.
Appreciate it, P.
Absolutely. You know I got you.
Congratulations. Boss move, boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move, boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. I'll retire when I expire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire. Not a dragon, but I spit fire. Volcano heat, not no little trenches. Looking at my life through different lenses. Like when my heart was full of vengeance. Not good, but bad intentions. Somehow the Lord kept me unharmed. Kept my head up under his arms. I had a cross for a charm. The chosen one when I was born. Stephen, the proprietor. Wait for my company to get quiet. 200,000 strong. One day I'll have enough to buy my grandchildren home. Generational wealth. Boss move. What you refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. It becomes an instant classic when he 40 speed. My lyrics poke out just like a widow peak. I go like I got Fetty to fetch, refuse to lose. Ain't no recess commercials or interludes. Right now I'm on my own, and I'm at the crib. It's the studio. OG from the, but I'm still not out of the woods yet. Even though that I'm. Project English is my language. Ghetto slang, broken English. It's hard to crack the code and distinguish. Before rap, I was famous. Boss move. What you refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations.
the grilling. Oil get your paws chili with the chili. You know me, pull a Pluto move, take white Scotty Pippen. Like it be with fire back in the city. Keep that doggy in a 360 deal, pulling gimmicks. What's that? Mind your business. Sports Center, all day I put a killer. Before I ate, I need a closet like a clothing store. I need a cash register. I feel abused, pulling on my belt. You need help with something, pump the gas or something. Order TK1s on that, put confetti on, catching slip. I gotta keep my so I won't go to alone. Not on fire drill. I got walked in, that's my twin Balenciaga on it. Talking about on his neck, he tattled on it. Won't believe this hoodie 1500 without no logo on it. Boy, we been a little humble. I ain't never hate before, dog so broke, I'm praying for him. She ever waiting for me. Got the trench banking on me. When I hit the bank, they know me. I feel like they favorite. You better know that. Yeah, man, not a fire drill. This the real thing. Yeah. Like it's normal. But I seen it where their man played the chorus. Wait a minute, UIP, unimportant person. My jeans patch with zebra stripes, tigers and some horses. Bar birdie, say I'm adorable. Paid him for like Harlem, drive business while we serve. Better we get on him, he won't make it. Now keep going, on some was poppin' curtains. Gucci online, say she want a fluffy puppy. Me, I got her, no Amazon, searching slush machine. She got on Bottega purse, feet look like bamboo leaf. You know I'm a king, call me your majesty. She say I'm the man in her dream, I'm her fantasy. You know you ain't find nothing. Boy, stop asking. He might catch a little bro ballin'. He price max me. Thought she was gonna be my Valentine. Better look next year. Watch me. Only good they cookin'. Watch me till. Watch me drop the form with my kneecap. Before they close, fix my fingers. Goodness, he took my swag with good work. I gotta keep that boy my only good look. Look go, I'm feeling like Snoop and Suge now. They act like it's hoodlum, no way, no kid look up to. Came up out that slums, but next house gon' have a butler. Know you heard little cousin and they swing it like nunchuck. Like Alvin and Chipmunk. Right now, on my ass, I ain't do shit. Say thanks to my guys, oh y'all who wanna hit Trina. Tired of stealing stuff, tell them where you got it from. I need something for Father's Day, I need roses by the dust. I am not in competition, nah, I blow your budget. Kobe Bryant, you DeMar DeRozan, this is not a fire drill. I'm my grandma. This is not a fire drill.
party. This champion went down this dancing like police.
I dropped the top on the 6th Street. Fly in my eyes, see the MVP. Passing it off like CP3. Shawty, she calling me MVP. I be on time, it's something you ain't never seen before. They call me the Dom, really what my whole team score. Yeah, too icy. Yeah, too clean. Yeah, my zone. Yeah, 2-3. Yeah, got shooters. That from deep. Bust like Giannis. Yeah, too mean. Lead the league in score. I'm Michael Jordan. What's your name? Well, it's not important. If you, then I'm pouring. From the evening to the morning, I can watch that